The new patrol shift schedule, it'll actually adjust where the officers are working within the same community at the same time. That way the citizens get to know the same officers. Before, the department was rotating the officers every 90 days. And you have new officers coming in every 90 days, and the citizens didn't actually get the chance to actually get familiar with the officers that work their area. This way here, the citizens actually see the same officer on the same day or the same time frame, like if they're going out to get their morning paper or whatever and stuff, they see the same officer riding by and actually have a chance to become familiar with them and become friends with them and develop a good positive community relationship with them. Because actually the fact is you have somebody you can trust, you have a true friend in the community. It also gives officers buy-in to the community as well, as far as being a part of the community, because that's their neighborhood they're assigned to work. That way they're also too, the information sharing is improved too, because a lot of the information we receive is from citizens. We make a lot of good arrests off of citizens calling in and sharing information about crimes. And it helps the department out as far as making arrests, following up, obtaining leads and everything as far as different cases go. For the division commander like myself, there's actually 2 districts within the police department, the Campbellton district and the Cross Creek district. Now there's actually 3 districts, with the central district being added, basically the city being split into thirds. But we had sectors before, but the lieutenants were assigned as watch commanders. Now the lieutenants are actually assigned a sector, which is assigned to comprise of 2 or 3 zones. There's one sector that has 2 zones. Otherwise it has 3 zones in each one. But the lieutenant is kind of like the mini police chief of that area. And the sector lieutenant, if the neighborhood, the residents have an issue in that area, they contact the sector lieutenant to help deal with their issue. Also too, the sector lieutenants will be responsible for developing and implementing different new crime fighting strategies as far as trying to combat crime or also address quality of life issues that happen within that area. The new patrol district is the central district. It's actually located basically in the middle of the city. It goes from the Fort Bragg line at the off of Bragg Boulevard all the way down to Massey Hill. It kind of basically took some of the zones from the Campbellton district and some of the zones from the Cross Creek district and created a new area. And basically all the areas are now aligned better as far as for response times. The new patrol shift schedule also too, as far as you not only getting to have the same officer, it also adjusts the amount of officers working during particular time frames to adjust for the amount of call volume. Whereas before, not as many officers are working, now we have up to 37 officers working at a particular time during the peak call times in the evening. However, it should help improve response time, and also too, it should be the same group of officers responding to the calls in your area. The Fayetteville Police Department has recently implemented a phone tree system, which basically is an automated system where you dial in and it gives you multiple options as far as what type of information or what type of services you're requesting. Always, if you need to see a police officer about an emergency, you should always call 911. But otherwise, you can call this number if you need to follow up on, say, like a traffic accident or you have a question about a report. It gives you different options and tries to put you in touch with the people quicker to help prevent you from being transferred back and forth between different offices while trying to locate the proper person you need to speak with. This way here, it's all a little easier on you and you don't spend as much time being transferred back and forth, and hopefully it'll be a little quicker service for the customer. The overall goal is actually reduce crime. That's the chief's main goal here, that's his main mission, and it's the mission of all the command staff. Obviously, and the officers, obviously the command staff is pushing that down towards the officers. But all these plans that he's implemented as far as the new districts and also the new shift schedule is designed to help improve the quality of life and reduce the fear of crime and also crime itself to the citizens and improve police response. It's an ever-changing process as far as we're looking at it, and as possible changes may come here or there as far as a little bit tweaking here and there. But it seems to be working so far, and everybody seems to be impressed with it so far.